Good morning, Year 3. Today we're going to be looking at how to compare times of events. So how long do events last and how do we compare them, which is greater, which is longer. So we're going to look at a day out for Year 3. We're going to be able to calculate the amount of time that passes between one time and another, and we're also going to add durations to find the total time taken by combinations of events. So Year 3 have gone on a trip, on a day out to a museum, and it's a long day. They start their day at 9:30 and they finish their day at 5 p.m. So it is a very long day, and in that day they've got lots of things to fit in. So you can see the first event starts at 9:30 a.m. and we know that a.m. means morning, and the event is the journey to the museum, and they get to the museum at the end time of 10:15 a.m. and in this last column here it shows us how long that took. So that took 45 minutes. So I'm very quickly going to show you the time that is taken for these activities, and then we're going to look at how we figure those out. So talk about the world took 1 hour and 15 minutes. Exhibit A took 30 minutes. Lunch took 40 minutes. The interactive activity took 1 hour 5 minutes. The film about volcanoes also took 1 hour 5 minutes. Free time to explore the museum took 45 minutes. The gift shop took 35 minutes, and the journey back to school took 50 minutes, which is actually longer than the journey to the museum. So we need to figure out how did we calculate this amount of time, because one thing that we must remember when calculating time is that we do not use the column method, and that is because time is calculated in intervals of 60. So we know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So I can't just use the column method, because first of all I need to make sure they're all in the same unit of time, and also once I reach 60 I don't go up to 61, I have to convert it into the next unit of measurement. So let's give that a practice. How long does the morning last from the start of the journey to the start of lunch? Let's have a look. The start of the journey was at 9:30 a.m. and the start of lunch was 12 noon. So we have to find out how much time is there between 9:30 a.m., which is 9:30 in the morning, and 12 noon, which is midday. And if we can't use the column method, what must we use instead? Well, it takes 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we did that by using a number line. So let's watch to see how we calculated it. The start journey is at 9:30 a.m. and what we've done there is we've rounded it up to the next hour. So how many minutes are left until the next hour, which is 10 a.m. and we calculated that there are 30 minutes. So we've made a note of that. That's 30 minutes to the next hour. So then we need to get from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, which is 2 hours. So what we've done is we've used a number line to make some easier jumps. Rather than having to count all the way from 9:30 to 12, we've got rid of the minutes by taking it up to the next hour. So we've figured out how many minutes are left until the next hour, which is 30. And then to count in hours is really, really easy. From 10 till 12 is 2. So it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. It is really important that you make sure you have jotted down whether it is minutes or whether it is hours. Look at whether you're using the numbers after the colon or before the colon. So let's have another practice then using a number line. How long does the afternoon last? So from the end of lunch, so this time I need to look at my table for end of lunch, which is 12:40, to the end of the journey back to school, which is 5 p.m. So from 12:40 to 5 p.m. 12:40 has minutes in the time because I can see digits after the colon, but 5 p.m. doesn't have digits after the time, after the colon. So let's use our number line again. It says that it's 4 hours and 20 minutes. Let's double check it. So we're going to do exactly the same as the first one. We're going to count up to the next available hour. Lunch ends at 12:40 p.m. We want to get it up to the next hour. There are 20 minutes left until the next hour, so we've made a note of it, 20 minutes, and then we're on 1 p.m. And then we count from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., which is 4 hours. So 4 hours and 20 minutes. What was the total duration of the talk about the world and Exhibit A? So there's some key vocabulary in here we need to pick out. What was the total duration? We know that that usually means adding. So the talk about the world and Exhibit A. So it's told you the two things that you need to add. So remember, always read the question a couple of times to make sure you've understood all of the vocabulary. So we need to find the start of talk about the world, which is here, 10:15 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And then Exhibit A is from 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon. So they run one after the other. So I can just take it from 10:15 a.m. to 12 noon. Or I could add up how long that event is, add up how long that event is, and add them together. So 1 hour and 45 minutes. And again, we've used a number line. We can calculate the total or combined duration of events by adding together the time taken for each event. So the total duration of the talk about the world and Exhibit A, the talk about the world took 1 hour and 15 minutes. Exhibit A only took 30 minutes. Now again, I can't use the column method for this, just in case it takes me over the barrier for the next unit of time. We should just keep using our number lines for this. The total duration of both activities was 1 hour and 45 minutes. So 1 hour and 15 minutes, add 30 minutes. I wouldn't need to add another hour. I just need to look at adding the 30 minutes and the 15 minutes together. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Which two events lasted longer? Was it lunch and the interactive activity? So I need to add those two events together. Or was it free time and gift shopping? So let's have a look at our table again. Lunch and an interactive activity. We've got lunch here, interactive activity there, and then I've got free time here and gift shop there. So again, we need to add up how long is that one, how long is that one, add them together. How long is this one? How long is this one? Add them together and then see which one took longer. So lunch and interactive activity, they've said. So let's find out why that is. First, what is the total duration of lunch and the interactive activity? Here we are using our number line again. Lunch starts at 12 noon. The interactive activity ends at 1:45, so I need to get from 12 noon to 1:45. So we've done exactly the same again. We've taken it to 12:40 p.m. and then to 1:45 p.m. because those are the two activities. That's how long they lasted. So then we add them together. 1 hour and 5 minutes, add 40 minutes. Is 1 hour and 45 minutes. And now we need to do the same for the next two activities. How long do each of them last? Add them together. using our number line. So free time starts at 2:50 and we've taken it up to the next hour, which is 3 p.m. Then we've added another hour to 4 p.m. because free time starts at 2:50, gift shop ends at 4:10. So again, we're making jumps using the hours again to make it easier. So we've taken it up to 3 p.m. and we've made a note that that took 10 minutes. Then we've taken it up to the next hour, which is 4 p.m. So I've made a note that took 1 hour. And then I need to get from 4 p.m. to the end of the gift shopping time, which is 4:10 p.m. That took 10 minutes. So these 3 bubbles here all needed to be added together. So 10 minutes, add 1 hour, add 10 minutes. The activities lasted 1 hour and 20 minutes. So then finally, my problem isn't finished yet. I need to compare the 2 events. Lunch and the interactive activities took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Free time and gift shopping took 1 hour and 20. So the longest one was this one here. Lunch and interactive activity is greater than the free time and the gift shop. So your task now is rewatch this video if you feel you need to, and then log on to Doodle to complete the activities that have been set for you in the extras resources section. Mrs. Hartles and I will be on Google Classroom and Class Dojo to help you if you need it.